What's up out there, barbershop sports politics fans? We got another hot topic for you today. This will be the talk of the NFL season starting. This will be the talk of the NFL season starting. The NFL season starts in 56 days. Will there be protests for Kaepernick if he is not on a NFL roster? Like I said, we got special guests, two special guests, Smoke Cliff, and we got E&J. What's up? We'll let E&J start first. So what do you think about this first NFL season? Everybody, you could jump in this topic. We can tell you what stuff you're excited about the NFL season starting in 56 days, and then then you get into the Colin Kaepernick, because that will be the big talk of the NFL season.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm interested in seeing how Cam Newton bounce back for one. I'm a Cam Newton fan, so I hope he bounce back strong. Second, I want to see how the Falcons respond, because they had a good team, and really just. You know what I'm saying? It's the fall. You know what I'm saying? It's like football in the fall go together. It's exciting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually anxious to see a few of them games. Cowboys, trying to see how they bounce. You know what I'm saying? They come back and do what they do. I get tired of their fans. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, ready to see a few things. But hopefully, Matt Moore don't be getting no clock before Colin Kaepernick. Hopefully that ain't the case.
Okay, Smoke Cliff, same thing.
Well, let's see. Yeah. Me personally, for sure, man.
Well, we already know you the Cowboys fan, so go ahead and give us the Cowboys update before you get into the season.
Well, before we get to that point, since Colin Kaepernick ain't on the roster and the season ain't started yet, we can go on and talk about everybody right now. So the Cowboys looking pretty good. The defense, I think the defense got better because we got rid of people who were on the 26th ranked pass defense, and brought in some fresh talent. I think addition by subtraction is going to work for us on the defensive end. Of course, we still got, a top 5 offense. So, things are looking up for us. But I think the Patriots are still have the edge, man. They've done a lot.
I don't want to talk about the Patriots, man.
As a Cowboy fan, I don't either. But also
you gotta be a realist. You gotta be a realist at some point.
As a fan of the NFL, I think the greatest thing to see in the NFL right now would be a Patriots Cowboy Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I think it would be the greatest thing for the NFL right now.
That'll probably be the most watched Super Bowl ever. If they were to somehow meet in the Super Bowl next year.
Oh my God! It will be the team that's called America's team versus the team that probably is America's team, because I think America's CIA and FBI be cheating for the Patriots, nigga. I think they get they got intelligence. They got the intelligence on their ass, huh?
I'm not gonna be dumb and say the Patriots not good or they not gonna, cause I know. But man, you can't tell me it happened too many times, man. Marshawn Lynch, I don't care what, Pete Carroll, all that. He got a call and said, if you don't throw this pick, the mob waiting on you outside. I don't care. You ain't telling me that wasn't a call. I don't want to hear about Russell Wilson being MVP. None of that, bro. None of that. And the same thing with Dan Quinn, whoever they coach. You need to get a field goal. You at the 30-yard line, so you know you're a field goal right. If you decide you want to drop back 10 yards to throw the ball. Come on, now, you ain't. That's what I'm saying. This right here been clicking all year, but in the last minutes of the Super Bowl, that's when your brain just go away. And I'm with you, Martin. The FBI, CIA, ATL, somebody on their side.
It does seem like, what I'm saying, to be honest with you, Bill Belichick started his own CIA and ATF and all that shit. with his team. You know what I'm saying? He gets the intelligence.
They feel
He gonna get he gonna get the intelligence. And you know, I'm of the one that don't I don't believe in. First, they don't get new coaches. They very rarely give. It seems like new coaches opportunities in the NFL. They seem to recycle mostly the same coaches over and over again. So if
he go get them Alabama and LSU coaches. That's how he do it.
All right. So if you get intel, say for instance that you tape practices and inside practices and stuff of teams for 3-4 years, you probably have the inside thought process on every coach in the league. Now, just because you erase the tapes, it don't erase it from my memory. You know what I'm saying? And who knows if that was the only copy of the tapes?
Come on, man. He a multi-millionaire. He looking at them tapes at the crib.
Yeah. Like, who's to say this the only copy of those tapes? So you know, am I supposed to feel better because he, you know, first off, to make a tape like that, they probably had to edit it. So that means that you took 7 tapes and made 1 tape. You know what I'm saying? Everyone. So you're like, you can't tell me that all of these tapes are gone or whatever. But you have the entire, even if you did get rid of the tapes, you have the inside thought process of every coach. You know what I'm saying? On how they train their DBs and what exactly they want. So this is where our weakness is going to be. This is going to be, so it's going to be a long time for that information is not good with the fact that you do nothing but recycle the coaches. And then most of the young coaches get their philosophy from those coaches that, you know, they offer the tree of the coaches that you already know. So, you know, it's not everybody pretty much does the same thing in the NFL. It's not a lot of people that try to do things different. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not very many risk takers in the NFL. Everybody does the same thing. So we'll go to that. My thing as far as the NFL, what I would be ready to see, I do want to see how the Cowboys are going to do. You know, I like to see how the Cowboys are going to do. I personally think that, you know, I think that the receiver for the Cowboys, he owes them. Even more, he owes them until they win a championship.
Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. You ain't going to be non-critical about your Lakers and critical about my Cowboys. See, this is what you're not going to do. This is what you're not going to do, man.
I'm using this as a positive. So I said I think that he's going to have a good year this year. I think he's going to have an excellent year this year. You know what I'm saying?
Dez had a good year last year.
No. He's supposed to be in the top 3 in numbers. I'm sorry. I can say you could not be number 1, but you know, not to be in the top 3, you know, I don't think he's in the top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You mean to tell me he was supposed to be in the top 3 with a rookie quarterback and 2 other receivers getting 700 yards on his team?
All right, so let me tell you this. Let's just think about this, because you know, another person was in the league, and they just went out. I don't care who's throwing the Megatron, nigga. He gonna be top 3, nigga. I don't care who throwing to him, man.
Well,
you put me out there.
Megatron?
And Julio,
I
put me out there with Julio.
EJ,
what type of stats you think you'll put up with Julio?
She ain't gonna lie. I had at least 20 touchdowns.
Hold on, Julio is a better player. Both of the people that you just named are better than Dez Bryant, and you would take both of them over Dez Bryant every day.
I'm saying that, but that's not supposed to be the case. Dez Bryant actually is supposed to be better than Julio Jones. The way he came out, I know he's not. I'm not sure. I don't know. No, I can't say that he's not. I can't say it.
Julio
I think
Jones,
he has the talent. He just don't get he's going to get the opportunities this year. I don't think he got them last year.
Julio Jones is not. Julio Jones runs the complete route tree. Dez Bryant doesn't run the complete route tree. This is why he isn't one of the best receivers. You talk about Antonio Brown. You talk about Odell Beckham. We talking about Julio Jones. They can run every route imaginable. Dez Bryant, I think. I mean, and this is not. I
So
mean, he's
are
one.
you telling me that
I'm telling
whose
you,
fault
Dez
is
Bryant
that? Whose fault is that? If he was
is that
playing in
it is.
that in a different offense, would he have the full route tree now, or is it they just try to run the ball, they pound the ball, and they throw it to him when they need to throw him to him? That's pretty much what they do with him.
It's because I'm telling you, it's because we have a complete offense, man. Terrence Williams is key to our offense. Jason Williams is key to our offense. Cole Beasley is key to our offense. So Dez Bryant is more of a decoy than anything on most plays. That's not the thing for Julio Jones. Julio Jones is never a decoy. He's never a decoy. They have to get the ball to Julio Jones. And if you know that I mean, you can send 2 or 3 people his way and still not, and he's still going to catch the ball. All right. Who else? And Antonio Brown. Now, Antonio
All right,
Brown got 2 other receivers over there in Pittsburgh. Decent receivers.
okay.
Decent, but
one of them
he
can't
runs all of the routes. He runs every route you can think of. The stop and goes, the sluggos, the wheels. He can run every route. Dez Bryant is a slant go, a post up. I mean, it's very limited to what Dez and Dez's offensive game compared to the ones who I really feel are better, and it's only because of the route running ability.
All right, well, we're not gonna stay stuck on the Cowboys thing or whatever because this ain't even about the Cowboys. So, but I was just trying to get the things that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see same thing. I want to see Cam Newton. Cam Newton is my dark horse for the MVP for those people that bet out there. I throw that out there for you. Patriots will win the Super Bowl. Likely, probably win it over. I don't think it's gonna be over my dark horse. I think Cam Newton gets back on the top of his game this year, and when it comes down, and when you're at the top of your game, the quarterbacks win the games. If Cam Newton is playing the top of his game, he's gonna beat majority of those teams over there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if their defense get back to where it is. Which, if Cam is on the top of his game, it helps the defense because they run the ball a lot. So, I'm excited to see that. And so we'll get into the second part of the question. Will there be protests for Kaepernick, and to what level, and will it hurt the NFL? I'll jump into it. I'll say that I think there will be protests. I think their numbers will slightly go down because there are people, and I'm one of this included of it. I'm not going to watch NFL games this year. I love football. I fell in love with football. I play the game. I tell them all the time. I play that 2K, but I'm like a beast in Madden. I'm a beast in Madden.
Man, you ain't
I'm a
no
beast in Madden.
Man.
Okay then. All right.
Duh.
All right. So, but Madden, football is not my best sport. It's just the way that I learned football was from an educated, where I was trying to come in and just learn football because I knew nothing about it because my cousins played the football game. When we were younger, that was what was what. It wasn't really no 2K and live like that. It was really that Madden, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning. And so my older cousins played that game. So I got tired of getting beat, and then I went and I studied football, like read books on football and stuff. So I have a pretty good concept when I'm trying to win. I know how to win a game when I'm trying to win. Now if I'm just playing, the same way with basketball. If I'm just playing, and I probably do crazy stuff because I like players, and I'll try to force balls to players that I like. But when it comes down to just trying to win a game, I'm pretty daggone good at that as far as how you got to run, how you play.
Man,
we talking about that, yeah. And I'm getting on my beasting. I'm talking about my man skills because this is coming to play. This is the only football that I will get is Madden when the season starts. That's gonna be my football intake. So Madden,
Well,
Madden gonna make me survive through the football season if they don't sign Colin Kaepernick to at least to a backup position, because that is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm not gonna go as far as promise. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna watch no football games, because if I see Cam Newton against, you know what I'm saying, the Patriots, I haven't looked at the schedule, but if I see a intriguing matchup, I'll probably watch that one. Now, I won't go as far as to, usually I have my phone, my tablet, and I'm on the TV. I need to watch all the games, but I won't go as that far, because I don't even check the NFL news. Like, I don't know who's traded who since the Kaepernick situation. So, I mean, I've kind of protested in a way, I guess you could say, and I will, because I'm going to cut down on what I watch. But, I mean, it's no explanation on all these black people on TV, the anchors that trying to make it seem like it's valid. It's not, no. You can't tell me nothing in the world to tell me all these quarterbacks. I just went through a list. I wish I still had it with me. But it's 32. How many NFL teams is it? 32 or 31 or 30?
30.
It's 30. They got 30 teams. Everybody got 3 quarterbacks. Looking at 90 quarterbacks in the NFL. You mean to tell me Kaepernick, a man that went to the Super Bowl his rookie year and came back and had another year, a good year, but he just broke the team up, got rid of his coach.
Defensive players retired. All the defensive players retired and stuff.
You can't tell me nothing. And it's not like the man did nothing bold. Like, it's not like he did anything. And in the end, he eventually gave in to, like, you know what? I see a few things change and I stand up again. But I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's like, it's hypocrisy, if you ask me. Hypocrisy on what they say the United States is. But.
All right, Smoke Cliff, what you think about the protests? How you feel about the protests? Will there be some? You know, will you participate? Are you not in it?
Man, I feel like there might not be as many protesting, because, you know, people love the NFL. You know, I love it. You know what I mean? And I mean, but I will participate in the protest. Like I said, I won't be watching any NFL games if he isn't on the NFL roster at the beginning of the season. I won't be using any of my platforms to talk about the NFL. I won't be clicking to watch the YouTube highlights. I won't be watching my NFL Network channel. I won't, you know. So it's just a full out NFL protest, and it's not to be vocal. It's not meant to be vocal, because I don't think, me personally, for my protest, I'm not going to be vocal. I'm just not going to use any of my platforms, I'm not going to use my eyeballs to watch any of, you know, their advertisement, their shows, or anything. I mean, just because I think that that's what they respect more than saying, you know what, I'm not going to do something. They respect showing you. They respect you showing them, look, this is what's going to happen. You know, you're going to be missing these eyeballs. So, as far as a major protest, I don't think there will be a major protest, but hopefully there'll be enough people who, you know, are upset with Kaepernick not having a job in the NFL that it would make a noticeable difference. Maybe not just you know, a million people, just something to let them know that it's real, and it could get worse if they don't do something about it.
Yeah. You know, the NFL, they have this old right league, and you know, it shows even more and more in these type of times, and it's gonna hurt them. I think it's gonna hurt them, because all they need is one more situation. All they need is one of these owners to get caught on the tape saying something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just like anyone else or whatever that will jack them up. They are skating on thin ice. You know what I'm saying? And they already do, in my opinion, overly punish, you know, a lot of the players over stupid stuff. So the NFL, you know, I ain't gonna lie, they do not have a lot of support in the public, to be honest with you, when it comes to the public and the things, because, you know, it's a lot of people that really believe that they should have, you know, guaranteed contracts. Maybe not all of it guaranteed, but everybody should have some guaranteed numbers on their contract, you know, because you setting people up. That's how you can do, like, a lot of these people, you know, go from making $500,000 one year, and then you're supposed to have $500 on the next year, and you cut and never make it back to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you might have already thought, like, there's no way. I'm playing pretty good. I'm probably gonna get that second year. You know, and you try to plan your life around them 2 years, and they can mess you up that fast. You know what I'm saying? Something needs to be guaranteed so people can plan out. You can't. How do you plan that money? But the thing is realistically, it will make you do what you're supposed to do. Is don't count nothing until it's there. You know what I'm saying? After you've cashed the $500,000 check, that's when you start thinking about $500,000. Ain't nothing else is ever there. And if you budget like that, you know what I'm saying, you be all right. You only can spend what you have. You know what I'm saying? And how long does this money need to last? You know what I'm saying? Does this 500 life? It's possible that this 500, this million need to last my whole life. And that's just a way of planning where I don't think most players do it. Because I mean, just being real, if I made the NFL, I probably would go. And you know, if I was a second round pick, I'd probably go get me a $200,000-$300,000 house. You know what I'm saying?
What would the NFL do without black players, man? That's just I feel like
you can't.
Who is their union? How does their union work? Is it similar to the NBA? Like I don't.
I'm glad you mentioned that shit. The union, they a lot of the reason that they're in the situation that they're in is because of the NFL Players Union caving into the CBA. You remember a few years ago they had a lockout. They were doing a players lockout, and the CBA for the new CBA they didn't want the commissioner having all this power, but ended up basically caving and giving him undeniable, undisputed authority to do whatever he wanted to do. So they just really showed you that should have showed a lot of people that the players won't be making any changes in the NFL. They can't. They have to have the worst collective bargaining in any sport.
It is for that reason, because the contracts are not guaranteed.
Is baseball money guaranteed?
Yeah, baseball money guaranteed. Yeah, baseball they the first guaranteed. They had the first guaranteed contracts. All right, but as far as the money not being guaranteed, so just like I said, a rookie, I came in. I know the collective bargaining coming up, but man, I've been poor my whole life. I got a $750,000, you know what I'm saying, 3-year contract, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna say, look here, I'm gonna make $75,000 in the first 3 years, which I can probably afford a $1 million house. You know, I could probably afford $1 million house on that or whatever, because I'm gonna get another contract. I'm one of the decent players, so the next contract gonna be even bigger than that. All right, well, you do that, and then so that you go get this house and a nice car, and then you can't stop getting the checks. You can't stop getting checks. You know what I'm saying, for a certain, because you've budgeted around that. So can you make it a year? Did you save enough money that you can make it a year paying your bills? In the first after the what's name, most of the time people are not budgeting to that where they can save. They save where they can sit out a year or 2 years. And with the NFL players, it's the largest rosters of all sports. So you got so many players that have budgeted like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the third string punter. You know what I'm saying? I budgeted like that. I need this next. I need to at least make $200,000 next year to make sure that I keep making all my bills. Man, they're not budgeting like that, and they are not collecting money as a union so that they could sit out like that. Like, realistically, 10% of all of the money that goes to the players should just go to the union just to sit up. You know what I'm saying? So that they could do stuff like that, but that's not how they would think to put that money away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But realistically, the only way the union, if they don't have money saved up, there's no way they can make it through They need years of money saved up so that they can make it through a protest, making sure everybody make their bills, or at least 52% of the people can make their bills. You know what I'm saying? So you could keep the protest going. But as soon as 52% of the people can't make their payments, hey man, let's get this over with, man. Let's get back to playing. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, that don't take a few months for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't had no type because the NBA players wasn't going. They wasn't going. We didn't see this bitch out there. Nigga got to play. Hey, Drew League got to get TV action. They like, hold up, we got to switch something. They still hooping. That's why I was like, the NFL, like, if I think I seen Mike Vick and somebody talking about making a flag football, like, kind of like, man, like now that Ice Cube made the big three, the NBA can't slip up. Like, even though it ain't on the NBA level, they can't even give it that opportunity. So they gotta make sure they keep playing. The NFL ain't no competition. So like you said, with the union not having no money saved up, it's kind of like, all right, shit, we getting $10 billion a year.
Yeah.
We'll chill for a minute.
Yeah.
You feel me? We got our bills paid. But you know what I'm saying when it comes to that? Because I be seeing a lot of them contracts. 110 million, 35 million guaranteed. What?
Yeah.
That's a big gap, nigga. So you I get this 70 million, you crazy as hell, man. They be tripping with that, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like at least like a percentage of every contract should be guaranteed or something. Like
they should say
make it even around. Like you shouldn't be able to get this nigga a $40 million contract with 35 guaranteed, but then you give me the same guaranteed money, but just add some more money on it to make it look.
Yeah.
Like hell no, 75%. Because I understand injuries, so in the NFL injury is known. So
I say 50%.
A 5-year, $100 million contract. He go out there year 2.
I think a fair number in the NFL with the injuries, a fair number is 50% of the contract. I think 50% should. I think that'd be fair, because the injuries are huge in the NFL. But I also would say that certain positions, I would.
That's why I say
certain positions, yeah.
Because the risk they taking too, and that CTE, that shit real. Like real talk, that shit real. So like that's why I say 75. Like, just don't offer them as much. Like now that you know 75% guarantee, don't offer them 100 million. You can still offer me 70 million, and I know I'm gonna take home at least 60. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens. But the way they got it now, they got it where like I can cut you at any time. I could just throw a tag on you when somebody want to give you 100 million. I can say nope, I'm gonna put a tag on you. You can't. Like that's all that. That's crazy, man. Like that's like real deal slave type shit. To be honest, the way them NFL owners got it.
Well, that's
why you don't really see no big trades in the NFL. And like the NBA, you see a big trade every year.
And that's why people like Colin Kaepernick will never ever be able to win until they can do that type of stuff, because you can't get the players. Like NBA, we could just say, hey man, y'all come on over here, play with me. You know what I'm saying? NFL, they like, oh heck no. No. Yeah. Franchise tag, you'll never go play with him. We'll franchise you 3 years in a row, nigga. Man, you know? and wait till you accept the trade.
This the crazy part. The franchise tag for 15 mil, but you still might not get an 8 because you ain't make the all pro team. Like that should be crazy how they be having their contract, bro.
Yeah, that is So yeah, I don't think it's ever a realistic until they start guaranteeing contracts, and then they do what I said, where the NBA Players Association, when they start saying the NBA Players Association is worth $2 billion. Okay, y'all right. Y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready for some stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? But until that organization, to the players organization, doesn't have money saved up the same way that the billionaires do, you're not going to be able to make it through. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because the only NFL player you're gonna have to have endorsements. You're gonna have to live off endorsements. Like that's why Tom Brady ain't got no contract, because endorsement, now that's guaranteed money. You feel me? Like that's where a lot of like Cam Newton, a lot of them players, that's why they know they caked up for life, because it's endorsement. But like you said, when you are O lineman or D tackle, you gonna get too many endorsements. So you're gonna have to make sure you get you a contract.
Would you say that half of the NBA has a shoe contract? Half of the starters?
Starters, yeah. Now,
Half of starters, yeah. Half of the starters have, and those are the people. Yeah,
you're looking at 530. Looking at 32 times the 5. Yeah, that's about. I don't know.
Damn near everybody got a shoe contract, even if it's just to wear Nikes when you play. Some of them have contracts where they have to, but those probably will go away because you're not playing basketball no more. The ones where you got to be wearing, you just wear our Nikes, or wear, you ain't got no shoe yourself, but we paying you to wear Nikes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's probably about, I wouldn't say half. I'd say about 30%. 30% of the league. Because I'm 30% stars. Because now a lot of people like Clay, like the shit. Do Draymond got a shooter yet?
Yeah, he got one. I'll tell you what's even more crazy about this Colin Kaepernick situation. He had the highest selling jersey in the season last year.
Yeah.
I'm finna go. I got to go.
He had the highest. You talking about the person with the highest selling jersey? He can't play.
I got to
go. Yeah. All right, man. But yeah, that's the end of our talk right there. This stuff is pretty crazy.
Y'all, I might not watch the NFL. You talking? I ain't know he did the numbers like that.
He had the highest.
I done made you 50 million probably, and I can't get on those.
And still gonna make it because people gonna buy his jerseys next year.
Yeah,
even if he's not playing.
To the game, even though, yeah, you're right.
So he still may have the highest selling jersey next year, and they won't even let him play. That makes no sense. And I'll just leave y'all with that fact. That's crazy. All right, so that's us. We're here with Barbershop Sports Politics News. That's us on the NFL season starting. Colin Kaepernick protest this season, and anything else y'all want to lit? That's out. Peace out.
DJ signing out.
Out.